blank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fam's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was called with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena on. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's your number one chief rock and Knicks Universe, main man, Uncle Freezy. Welcome to the premiere Knicks in the Nighttime joint, the Knicks in the Night podcast. Salute everyone watching on X. Salute to everyone watching us on YouTube. Want to say how thankful and how grateful I am for everybody coming through to rock the spot with us. Hang out, talk that talk. Y'all know what it is. Man, just before we came on, just man had to grab a coffee. It's like, yo, you need a coffee, son? Had to grab a coffee, man, to come in. Yo, salute to Fritz Alcindor. I was just watching NBA Economy show a few minutes ago. Salute to Fritz, representing for the calculator guys. So I guess what I want to talk to everyone about and get your thoughts on this is, how do y'all feel about this West Coast trip coming up? How do y'all feel about what y'all saw? Right? How do y'all feel about what y'all saw against the Clippers versus what you expect from this road trip? Y'all tell me, what are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? Y'all thinking like major outcome on the road trip, or just want to survive on the road trip, or what? Y'all tell me. Yo, Rodney in the building, salute. Miguel P in the building, salute. Tell me what y'all thinking, man. Just pulling up not the Phoenix Suns, Lord have mercy. Pulling up the the Knicks schedule. Pulling up the Knicks schedule. Fritz, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's up? What's going on, bro?
Oh, you on camera? Okay. And you looking good? You got a new shirt on? Bro, look at Fritz Alcindor. Okay, I see famous podcaster. I see you. What's good, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Bro, I heard what you was talking about on the NBA Economy show earlier. Some Knicks fans are going to be upset, bro.
Oh, which part?
Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges.
Yeah.
What part I say about
you said in order to bring in money, you have to move a player that was probably the Knicks didn't expect to move, but in order to get a certain talent, you have to move a sizable contract like Mikal Bridges. That's what you alluding to.
Yeah, no, or you know what I was talking about? A lot of people are keep wanting these good players,
That's the
but
part you were saying.
players who need big contracts, who need extensions.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you can get these players on these extensions, but ultimately, 2 years down the line, you're saying that you're going to prioritize this player over somebody who's already on the roster.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, you're basically trading. You could trade Keon Ellis, but you're basically trading from Mikal. Not now, but maybe a year from now, or 2 years.
But a year from now, basically.
Yeah.
And they're in terms of age, they're not really that far apart either. What is it, like 2 or 3 years apart, maybe?
Yeah. So there are some of these kids out here who say, "Oh man, that's a good trade." Like, no, it may look like something good up front, but you're gonna pay for it.
Right.
You're gonna pay for it on the back end.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like remember back in the 90s, AOL CDs.
Yeah. 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 You just grab a handful of them walking out of Walmart.
No, but for a while, you remember they was like, "We'll give you $200." They were giving out cash for a while.
Yeah.
You remember they were giving out cash?
Yeah. Yeah.
And some people try to get over, and they had like 10 CDs. Like
Yeah.
10.
Man. Yeah. 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 No doubt about it, bro. I'm getting inundated with trade proposals and trade scenarios. So yeah,
the group chat, our group chat been on fire. Yeah, but like people are coming up with names and rehashing old names. I'm like, yeah.
Why are we rehashing names? What's that?
Yeah, some of these names don't even make sense for us.
People want Quentin Grimes.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I even seen Cam Whitmore today. Another channel put Cam Whitmore up there. I'm like, and I had to explain to them, Cam Whitmore injured. He got like a serious arm injury, and he ain't playing.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I don't, man. I don't, in terms of the trade market, man, I'm not really into the trading stuff because my honest take, and until I hear something different or until I hear something better, I just can't wrap my mind around a trade, because regardless of what happens, you only get 240 minutes in a regulation game, right? 48 minutes at each position, right? So if you trade for a guy and bring him in, and it's a low cost acquisition, but you want him to play, that means someone here is going to be on the bench, or someone major is going to sacrifice minutes.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah, you're shifting, and then we don't even have all our guys now. Like, so we talking about, we haven't seen Landry in how long, and then we haven't seen Hart. It's not adding a guy to this team. You're adding this guy to a team that has two more players.
Right.
So I think people look in a trade machine, they see it very simply, but you got to think beyond just the initial. Oh, I got something better than I went out. If you can only play that thing that's better for 10 minutes, and he's gonna be unhappy in those 10 minutes.
But you sent away assets.
Yeah,
Second
you
round
sent away
picks,
assets
probably.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does the person even want to play that role? If he's playing
Right.
30 minutes on the team he's on, does he
You-
want to come to the Knicks for 15 minutes?
and even more important, or just as important to your point. I'm not gonna say it's better than your point because you made a great point, and I'm sorry for the clumsy interjection, but even small things like, does said player fit a Mike Brown system? Right.
Mhm.
We're seeing this with Gershon Yabusele, right? Does he fit a Nick Nurse system or a Mike Brown system? Well, clearly he fit a Nick Nurse system. He doesn't fit a Mike Brown system, right?
He's had opportunities. You can't say the Knicks took an opportunity away from him. Like, he's had opportunities.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. In terms of this team, I would love it if Leon Rose would just send the team on vacation. The only move is secure Dink Pate for the future. However you do that, make sure Dink Pate is a Knick next year. Everything else, hey man, just put for everything. Leon Rose, if you watching, I'm gonna say it in old man terms. For everything else, put a nickel on the needle, right? That's how we used to keep songs on repeat back in the day, right? That's how we used to keep songs on repeat. For people young, the generation a little bit younger than us, maybe in their 40s, go to the CD changer and put it on repeat. Press the repeat button, right? Leon Rose, don't tinker, don't do the upgrade, Leon Rose. I don't care who you lose in the summer, right? I don't care who you lose in the summer. We shouldn't care who we lose in the summer. The summer will take care of itself. During the summer, we'll try to be champions of the summer when the summer gets here, but champions for this season, we have to take care of right now, right? I know everybody's not going to disagree. I know the chat wants to make moves, but if there were a player out there that solved everything Knicks related and guaranteed a championship, his name would be highly sought after around the league by other championship contenders.
There's none. There's no one player. Like, even when I was going over small trades, it's almost like you have to make a small trade and then you gotta make another small trade to fix what you just broke.
Right. Yeah.
In the small trade.
Yeah. That's what my thing is this. You see that Mo Diawara is on the precipice of being a every night player. Like, he's not there yet. Right? But he's close. He's close to being an every night player, right? And I understand he'll be 21 in March and he's got his entire career ahead of him and all that stuff. Not in this scenario. His age don't matter. Mo Diawara has something that the Knicks desperately need. A few things. He has ball handling ability, transition energy, length offensively and defensively, excuse me. Pardon me, y'all. And he can shoot the basketball. Right? And he can
shooting is the iffy part. I think that's why he hasn't been. I don't think he's been playing because I think the Knicks know what they got. Like, I don't think there's a question about Mo Diawara. I think that's why they're not playing him, because there's no question about him. Like, he has a future.
Right.
He has a future. Like, there are other young players on the team who may be traded Mo Diawara is not getting traded.
Okay. Well, but the point like if the Knicks trade Mo Diawara in the summer, I don't care. What I'm saying is this season he brings these things to the Knicks right now, right? But then because think about it, if you trade for Sadiq Bey, say if it was possible, I know it's not possible, or I know it'll be difficult, but say
Difficult, yeah.
the Knicks will trade for Sadiq Bey, right? Sadiq Bey is not taking Josh Hart's minutes. Sadiq Bey is not taking OG Anunoby's minutes. Sadiq Bey is not taking Mikal Bridges' minutes. Sadiq Bey is not taking Karl Anthony Towns' minutes. Sadiq Bey is not taking Mitchell Robinson's minutes. Sadiq Bey will probably take the minutes that were allotted for Landry Shamet and Yabusele. All told, that's probably 12 or 13 minutes, right? Because guys are playing now in the place of Landry Shamet. And Yabusele is still only getting a sprinkling of minutes, right? And if Mo Diawara is on the precipice of becoming an every night player, why not give those 8, 10, 12 minutes to a guy that you already have? That way you won't have to spend assets.
Yeah.
That's what I'm speaking to in my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. So like it isn't, if you're gonna get someone like him, he's used to playing like a good amount of minutes.
Yep.
You're gonna trade somebody who's a key piece. Like
right.
He has to be part of it. Like there's no other reason to get him. There are other teams like willing to give up something for him.
Right.
And so it's not free money. It's not free money.
Right.
Like people think it is.
Right. There are,
and he plays one way. He's an offensive player. Like he's a scorer. He's not a defender.
Right. No. Diawara is not a great defender right now either. At the same time, you can teach a young guy to get better. The likelihood of you teaching an older guy to teaching an old dog new tricks, basically. Yeah. I don't know if I can appreciate the likelihood of Sadiq Bey coming here and be a lockdown defender. Right. One of the things also I feel like the Knicks are at a high water mark with the young guys is this. Every time I watch Pakem Dadier and Mo Diawara defend on the floor, I see Pakem Dadier defend 2s and 3s, Diawara defend 3s and 4s. What I would like to see as a basketball man is Mo Diawara guard 2s and 3s and Pakem Dadier guard 3s, 4s, and 5s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Pakem Dadier has the physical makeup to guard 3s, 4s, and 5s yet. Pakem Dadier is right at 210 pounds, right? He's muscular. He's got muscles and stuff. Mo Diawara, everybody, is 6'8", 225 pounds. Like, Mo Diawara is a man. You hear me? Mo Diawara is already at 225, right? So if I understand the Knicks' logic right now, Mo Diawara is built more sturdy to guard those guys. Mm-hmm. And Dadier, for the moment, is built more like Bridges for the moment, right? He doesn't look like he's built like Bridges, but at 6'8", 6'9", 210, that's similar to 6'6", 200. That's a similar build, kind of. He doesn't look skinny, but I say all of that to say this. If I'm the Knicks, I don't know if what's out there is better than what's in here, especially when you look at the big picture. Yeah. Now, if a player was to go down, say for instance, and listen, I'm not putting the kiss of death on anybody, right? But it's say if OG Anunoby were to go down, I could see you getting a Sadiq Bey for the short term, making him, and not just him, whatever the talent level, acquisition cost, and salary will allow. I can see you going out and getting a Sadiq Bey archetype player, right? But right now, what's the point when? I mean, are you really going to trade away assets for break glass in case of emergency? Or would you allow, if the emergency happened, would you lean on your highly paid, very experienced championship level head coach to come up with schemes to fill in that deficit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see it. Sadiq Bey just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. You would have to alienate several people on that bench.
Yeah.
Who actually play both ways.
Right.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
So Frank says, so Donnie beefs up and Mo scales down. No. What I'm saying is for the moment, when I would say for the moment, is Mo Diawara keep doing what he's doing. He's on a great development path. What I'm saying is once Donnie gets into his grown man body, it's like when Nicholas Batum entered the league, he could only guard point guards and very skinny very small shooting guards, right? But Nicholas Batum couldn't go. Fritz, you remember Joe Johnson?
Oh yeah.
Nicholas Batum, a great defender, but he wasn't guarding Joe Johnson. He not guarding Joe Johnson at 235, 240. When he first came into the league, he could barely guard Kobe. Kobe Bryant used to muscle up Nick Batum. And I know he called himself the Kobe Stopper. But a lot of people called themselves the Kobe Stopper. But actually what they were doing was watching Kobe drink champagne and win trophies. Win championships, right?
Yep.
If there is if there is a move, like and I'm not saying, Frizz, I'm not saying that I'm for this. I'm very much against it. I am against it, right? I am. But if Leon Rose were to make a move, what direction do you think he'd go in?
Center. I think it would be center. The center is someone who can play center and maybe a little power for it. Personally, I think Marvin Bagley. Someone like Marvin Bagley would be like the type of guy. Like, I can't trust Huck Porty at this point. So someone who can, I don't know, get in front of Huck Porty right now. That I can't trust him. I can't trust Mitch because of his health. I can't trust Huck Porty, but I can trust like a Marvin Bagley. If something happened to Mitch, okay, Bagley could step in.
What would Marvin Bagley give you?
A little bit of rim protection, rebounding.
I'm a Duke basketball fan, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love Duke basketball. I think everything in this world centers around Duke basketball, right? All the way back. Mike Jaminski, Danny Ferry, Christian Laettner, Grant Hill, Antonio Lang, Trajan Langdon. I mean, I love Duke basketball, bro. Shane Battier, Eldon Campbell, not Eldon Campbell. But what's my guy used to play center with 42 for Duke? He used to be the general manager for the Sixers.
Brandon Hayward?
No. He's the Sixers general manager, the one that re-signed Al Horford to the max. The one from New York. Y'all know who the chat knows who I'm talking about. He used to play for He used to play for the Clippers and the Bulls. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Elton Brand.
Elton Brand, that's him. Elton Brand, Dookie, yeah, he went to Duke, man, and
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
not to mention Jason Tatum, R.J. Barrett, Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, Gary Trent Jr., Wendell Carter Jr., a whole bunch of Paolo Banchero, Cooper Flagg. Y'all know I love Duke players, but you know the one player name I didn't mention?
Ooh.
Marvin Bagley. Bro, yo, and I don't hate Marvin Bagley, right? But this dude, he's 6'11". Oh yeah, Chris Duhon, that's right. Hey, yeah, Chris Duhon, Bobby Hurley, Billy McCaffrey, Jeff Capel, all them guys. But you know the one guy I didn't mention? Marvin Bagley. Fritz, for a dude 6'11", 240, athletic, right? Touch around the rim. He gives me James Wiseman vibes. Like, you know how like all the tools are there, but it's like the operating system ain't quite.
Yeah, I'll probably take Wiseman over Bagley, but
Right.
I'd probably take Wiseman over Bagley, but
but the thing is, to your point though, Bagley
isn't that well reported at this point?
But the thing is with Bagley though, is you can bring Bagley in as the third center, and he can play power forward with Mitch and or Cat, right? That's his thing, because he's got top 2 in the draft talent. Like, he can dribble, he can shoot, he can create his own shot on the perimeter. He can pass, great hands around the rim. But when it comes to defense, he a doofus. He make you want to just, bro. Can you imagine the defense with him, Brunson, and Cat on the floor at the same time? Bro, I legit will pull my beard hair out of my face one by one, bro. But can you imagine what the offense looks like with Bagley, Cat, and Brunson on the floor?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, I do expect what's his name? The one on the 2A. I think he's gonna be on the roster.
Jemison.
I think Jemison's gonna be on the roster.
Wow. I'll say I wouldn't mind Trey Jemison. I would prefer Precious over him though. And I know the Precious scenario is a wild scenario, throwing a fly in the ointment of the conversation. And I'm not trying to distract or detract from the point that you made about Trey Jemison. But
no, if there's no Yabu, like if Yabu's out of the picture, I think Precious.
Right.
Yeah.
I would say I think the Marvin Bagley thing is a smart choice, because he's super. Because the thing is, if Cat goes down, say for a week, say Cat steps on somebody's foot and Cat's out 3 games, man, you might be able to start Marvin Bagley, bro. You might be able to start him and get 13 and 8 from him every night until Cat get back. Right? But your defense, though, is going to be, it's going to be like Obi Toppin playing center, basically.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think you can't have Porteous the last resort, because it get bad.
I think I agree with you, Fritz.
He'll either blossom for that, or he'll self-destruct. Because I just know at this point he ain't ready.
I would say this. This is my only fault with Ariel Hukporti is this. I'm gonna say this, and it's gonna sound like sacrilege, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where Mitch comes in the game and has an immediate impact and then plays all of his energy out until he fades late and you have to put him on the bench. Hukporti comes in and looks like Mr. Roboto, like not knowing where to go. Like this is what he looked like on the floor. And then as the game goes along, he gets better. Like Hukporti, who is a slow starter, like during the course of a game, if you play him 20, 25 minutes, bro, he might get you 15 rebounds. If you play him in an extended time where he can get within the flow of the game, he gets better. And I feel the same way about Tyler Kolek at times too, where the first few minutes of the game, you got to let them get acclimated to the game. And then around that 7-8 minute mark, they start performing to where you expect them to perform at. But they got to make a few trips up and down the floor first, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right? In the scenario that you're mentioning, Ariel Hukporti is not going to get those minutes to run up and down the floor. Right? Are you saying like third center, say Cat gets in foul trouble and Mitch is tired, you need to bring in a third center?
Yeah.
I don't trust Hukporti in those moments either. And there's no disrespect to Hukporti. We've seen him long enough. We know that he needs time to ramp up and get. It's like anything in life. Like it's like everything. Sometimes you just need, like, you know how you start your work day and maybe the first thing you do is get a cup of coffee or something. Like for some, right? So for some, they start their day by maybe reading emails that came in after you clocked out yesterday, before you start your grind, right? I think that's Ariel Hukporti. I think that's Precious Achiuwa also, though. But at the same time, if we're talking about if Cat goes down for the year and Mitch is the starter and Hukporti knows he's going to play 25 minutes a night, I'm fine with him being the direct backup. I'm just not fine with him coming in at the end of the third quarter so that Mitch and Cat can get a rest. I'm not fine with that at all.
Holding the lead. Yep.
Yeah.
Not getting 3 fouls in 4 minutes.
Yeah. I'm not fine with that part. Yeah. Yeah, man. I like the Marvin Bagley idea. I just like it in a different way. I think you could play him and Cat together and spread the floor, and both can shoot the three and both can rebound at a high rate. I love the idea, right? Where I don't necessarily love the idea is them playing and Jalen Brunson's on the floor also. Like our defense is going to be ultra suspect. I don't think Mike Brown would do it. I don't think he'd play Cat and Bagley together. I think he'd probably more play Mitch and Bagley together.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That way you'll still have rim protection. Even if, like, one of the things that I hear content creators talk about a lot. And and a dude named Lee Escobedo explains this stuff sometimes. He don't, but at other times he doesn't get too deep into it because it's a lot to explain when you're on a panel with multiple people. But what he says is this thing, he mentions this word level, right? And he's right. He's right. Like when you get depth in your pick and roll coverage, right? How how impactful are you at? Because you have to base it on your ability to recover and read the offense, right? And then there are some nights where you can't. It's just some nights you just fail. Mitch had a night the other night where he looked bad because he didn't stay level with the attack of the defense. Lee Escobedo pointed that out, right? But that wouldn't be an issue if you had weak side rim protection that could scramble out into the corner, but also be quick enough, tall enough, and athletic enough to protect the rim if your primary big gets beat, right? Like a lot of times I tell people that a Mitch and Cat rim protection defense wouldn't be bad if Cat were the big and drop and Mitch was the guy that had to scramble all around, all over the place to protect Cat and other defenders. But teams know that, so they put Mitch in this coverage and then have Cat out there looking like the Scooby-Doo villain. Like, I would have blocked that shot if it wasn't for them crazy kids. Like, he out here looking like he can't process the thing fast enough. But if there's a world where you bring Marvin Bagley in, I think you can probably do that. But what's the acquisition cost for him?
No, he's on a minimum. He's in Washington. He's on a minimum.
Yeah, and I'm saying, but no, I'm talking about not his salary. I'm talking about the acquisition cost. What would the Knicks have to pay to get him?
Probably just swap somebody out.
Okay,
maybe second.
So you think the Wizards would take their first round pick back for Marvin Bagley? The one for this year? Huh?
I'm not giving them that back unless it's Koulibaly. We speak it.
You know, that's my heartstring, bro. Bilal Koulibaly. That's my heart.
Actually, I was talking about that earlier. But I think there's a resolution on that one.
Yeah.
Give me OKC. Give me the OKC pick. And give me another second
for that pick.
Yeah, they have OKC's pick this year,
right? And that's top 4%.
Which is going to be 30. That's going to be number 30.
Okay.
So give me number 30.
And what else?
Give me a second and a following year, and another year. And
would you do their pick for OKC's pick and Trey Johnson? I mean, not Trey Johnson, AJ Johnson.
Yeah, we still have to give them something. Yeah, I do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but OKC's pick seems, I think it kind of works for both sides. You take the risk out. You take the risk out of there. Right. They don't have to like slow walk trade. I think everybody happy.
Yeah. I'll tell you, if Leon Rose, if we were in the break room and I cornered Leon Rose and said, Leon, tell me your worst fear scenario trade deadline thingy, right? I think Leon Rose would tell me if Dolan makes me make a trade, right? The only trade I would consider is a consolidation trade that matched salary but got me a starter. And whoever it is, at any position. It don't matter if point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. It don't matter. For instance, if let me see who would be the ideal candidate in a scenario like that. A consolidation trade.
You're hurting somebody's feelings, right? Like you're at that point, you're hurting somebody's feelings. Like,
huh?
Do you consider Deuce a starter?
Yeah.
So Deuce,
I would say the only consolidation trade that I would look at, like if I cornered Leon and said which one, and he said a consolidation trade, the only consolidation trade I would look at is something along the lines of
You know who would be okay? I'm gonna throw a name out there. I know you're gonna kill me for it, but if the Knicks got someone to the caliber, okay, Nick Claxton. Nick Claxton would kind of be on the line where I would say, okay, I can see that.
So you must read. Can you see my notes in the mirror?
No, I don't see it.
I mean, on the reflection, because I was thinking about players like, not Nick Claxton, but Noah Clowney.
Yeah, someone to that.
Yeah, Noah Clowney, Jeremy Sohan.
People who can play with Cat.
Yeah.
And
guys that are compliments to the veterans at the same time are on that climb upwards, right? Yeah. Where they'll hit their prime when our guys hit 33, 34 years old is what I'm talking about. The point guard in OKC, the starting point guard, the defensive guard from Kentucky.
Oh, Caruso?
No. The one with the dreads. His brother plays for the Hawks.
Jalen. Yeah.
No. The other one. His brother plays for the Hawks. I'll tell you who he is. Dang it. The defensive guy, chat. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The glove, the dude that plays like Gary Payton. Let me
AJ? No.
I know his name. I know his face. I can't.
Jalen. What you talking about? Jalen Williams?
No. It is Cason Wallace. The 6'3" guard. He looks like Cason Wallace. Yep, that's him. He looks like he's in the early stages of becoming a Drew Holiday type player.
Okay,
right.
Gotcha.
Like he's a point guard that's a Swiss Army knife. At the same time, is an elite defender right now.
Okay.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. If I could consolidate to get a guy like that, and he's making $5.8 million
for another year,
I would look at it. But OKC wouldn't trade him because they're also looking to consolidate. Like they're looking to, consolidate also.
Yeah, because they got picks, but they got so many talents.
Yeah.
But they're gonna get rid of Hartenstein this summer.
Yeah.
But I think players they might trade like Dort.
Yeah.
They might trade Dort.
Lou Dort makes 18. Yeah. Basically, I think Cason Wallace is the Lou Dort replacement, basically.
Yeah.
Right. Lou Dort is big and thick, bro. But Cason Wallace is more stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But but the thing is if you bring in a Cason Wallace, your point of attack defense now frees up Deuce to be a guy and frees up Deuce to be more of a dead-eye three-point shooter because he has more offensive energy in his legs because he doesn't have to defend the other team's point of attack all night.
Yeah.
And Jalen Brunson also.
Yeah, that's an odd spot. Yeah. Consolidation, a starting shooting guard who can defend.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, they keep putting the name like Sumo out, but the Sumo guy get paid. He got to get paid this summer. That's why he's not a good fit.
Yeah. And what is he going to do that Josh Hart doesn't do better?
Yeah.
And then with that thought, do you want to play Ayo Dosunmu and Josh Hart at the same time? Maybe if they get deflections and get out in transition and all that stuff, but no, you don't want to. You don't want to do that. Nick Yak says, "So we giving up on Cole cover?" No, stop. Don't do. Nick Yak, don't do that. That's a narrative, man. Don't do that, bro. Nobody said we trying to trade a guy and all that stuff. I said that if Leon Rose had to do a deal, it would probably be a consolidation deal for a starter. Fridge, you heard me say starter, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he probably do a consolidation deal at with the guys off the bench for a starter. That way, either they can fit in with Mike Brown's offense, or you'll have a starter quality player coming off the bench, right? And then that way, it gives you the flexibility to rest guys down the stretch, but you also keep your rhythm,
Oof.
right?
I'm looking at no Clowney's numbers. Woo. Wow, they're bad.
That his numbers were not that last year, though, bro.
Yeah.
Did you see last year's numbers? He started this climb last season, right?
Yeah.
He started this climb last season,
His
now
shooting was this bad last year, though. His shooting, oh. But that's the style of player. Yeah. Plus, you never know.
He's
know.
6'10", right?
Huh?
He's 6'10", right?
6'10", quick.
There's your guy, Fritz.
Yeah. But it's the type of thing where someone that comes from a bad team, you hope it's the team rubbing off on him. You know what I mean?
I would say this because somebody mentioned the LaMelo Ball thing to me too, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were like, I don't want LaMelo, he's a loser. Listen, LaMelo Ball is a young player playing on a rebuilding team, right? LaMelo Ball is not uncoachable. LaMelo Ball is in a rebuilding situation where he was undisciplined. Yeah. That's just where he is.
He didn't have he didn't have that vet presence. Like he was the vet. Like he was the guy. He became the guy like year 1, year 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like he don't have that. He never had that structure of you did that and someone says no.
Right. Because you had to let kids play through mistakes.
Yeah.
When you're rebuilding, you got to let your kids play through mistakes. And you teach them in the classroom and not on the floor yelling in their face, breaking confidence. That's what happened to Kevin Knox. RJ Barrett, you instead of teaching them in the classroom, holding their hand, treating them like Brad Stevens did with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, instead of having them with kitty gloves on and protecting them from all the outside noise, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, or that's what he did for them. And then that way, when remember small Isaiah Thomas? Remember Kyrie Irving? When all those guys graduated, went somewhere else, and it was finally Tatum and Brown's team, they were right there in that place where they could take over the team, basically. So, yeah. And Fritz, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If I'm the Knicks, if I'm Leon, that's the only thing I think I'm gonna look at doing, bro, is some type of consolidation trade that'll upgrade the guys that you already have.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Also, there's a lot of guys on some rosters like 2As that we really wanted last year, like in the draft.
Yeah.
So like this is also the time. Can I steal one of those 2As? And this summer, don't even worry about the draft. We're punting everything
with the draft because we already have too many young players.
We already have.
Chat, get ready. Chat, you may as well get in the best case scenario, if say for instance, if the Wizards finish with the sixth worst record, right? But on lottery night, they fall to 10 and the Knicks get that pick. Because this is a possibility, right? Don't the Trae Young thing, listen. There was a year when New Orleans had the 11th best odds and wound up getting Zion.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is a real thing. Teams teams jump and slide in the lottery all the time. So when you hear the Trae Young thing, hey man, if they finish in the top 8, then we don't get If they finish in the top 8, all that means is they have the 8th best odds to either move up in the draft or move down in the draft. This is a real possibility. And y'all know that because how many years have the Knicks finished 8th and drafted 9th? The year Kevin Knox, the Kevin Knox draft, we finished with the 8th worst record, and we wound up picking 9th. We slid one spot in the draft.
Yeah, we thought we was getting Zion.
Yeah, we wanted Zion bad, bro. We wanted Zion bad. Yeah. But I guess ultimately, the point that I'm getting at really is this. You want to keep Dadier, you want to keep Huck Porter, you want to keep Diawara, you want to keep Dink Tate, you want to keep all the young guys, you want to keep them around, right?
Mm.
But Fritz, this year the Knicks have 3 picks in the draft, right?
At least
3 picks, right?
At least 3 picks.
At least,
so, and we're missing. I'm hoping they could do something with that pick, maybe get another first, and
right.
just fill in the years that we gave up, that we gave up Brooklyn. Like we have spots. Yeah, just put in. Hey, I don't need this 26. Give me something in 20. Give me something in 27. I don't need this pick. Give me something in 29. So.
Fritz, I'm just gonna put a rock in your shoe. Usually I do it for humor or trolling. This time I'm just gonna put a rock in your shoe because I want you to feel uncomfortable, right?
Sure.
This is what I'm gonna do it for, right? Say that pick falls to the Washington pick is the 9th pick. Say they finish 9, their lottery is 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Are you telling me if the Knicks are picking 9, you're gonna pass up Braylon Mullins out of UConn? If you have the pick is there and he's on the board, you're telling me with a straight face that you'd be like, nah, man, I don't want no Braylon Mullins out of UConn. I don't value UConn guards, bro. We got to trade this pick. What do we need? What do we need with a 6'6" wing player that can handle the ball? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm trying to see if I can move up.
for Braylon Mullins, right?
Or something, yeah. You know what? And when it comes to him, it depends. If the person fits, like, hey, this is okay. If this is a player I can start day one, you do it. If it's somebody I gotta throw on the bench, no. If somebody can start day one.
Fritz, come on, dog. All right, so I'm looking at the scouting report for UConn freshman guard Braylon Mullins. He has 4 stars and 2-point percentages. He has 3 star chat. Now, mind you, this is a star rating of 1 through 4, right? 1 through 4. 4 is the highest. He has 4 stars and 2-point field goal percentage. He has 3 stars in defensive win shares, right? So not only can he score, he can defend his position and has defensive flexibility, right? He has 3 stars and 3-point efficiency. So you're basically what you're getting is Mikal Bridges. Basically what you're getting is Mikal Bridges, 6'6", 200. A defender that can shoot the 3 and is excellent in the mid-range. And Fritz, you're on the clock at pick 9 that the lottery blessed us with. But you would instead say, I'm going to pass on Braylon Mullins out of UConn because I just don't like UConn basketball. Like UConn doesn't put out good players, right? And just trade that pick back so another team can get this UConn guard that's kind of a copy of Mikal Bridges so that I can fill in those gaps of the years of first round picks that we gave up in the Mikal Bridges trade. Is that what you're telling me?
I think the first thing I would see if I could trade it
Before you even got to Braylon Mullins.
before I got to see if I could trade it. Can I? If it's like number 9, it's like, hey, can I turn him into Bam? If I can turn him, if I can turn number 9 and I can find a way to get Bam, I'm happy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Bam and Cat together, I'd be happy.
Bro, you have nerves of steel, bro.
No, the first thing I do is try to trade. After that, if the person could start, okay, I gotta make room for him. But hey, if he can start,
bro, you have nerves of steel, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. if you do that, but sight unseen, bro.
Right, sight unseen, like, yo, I'm calling Miami Heat, and I'm like, yo, can we make this happen?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing to make you laugh, right? Here's the thing to make you laugh. You're picking at 9. Would you draft James Najee out of Baylor?
We already have him.
Right.
We already have him.
But once you play, like, the professional team can't keep your rights.
No, we have his rights.
How do we have his rights when he's playing college?
We still have his rights. Once he comes to the NBA, he's still ours.
Oh, okay.
He's still ours.
I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. Hey, y'all! Shout out for Fritz explaining that, because I thought he was gone, bro. Yeah. I thought he was gone. With that pick, the 8 pick. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Braylon Mullins thing to me is one of those things where I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm going into the draft thinking Braylon Mullins is the pick. And just like somebody said in the chat, just like somebody said it, I think Nick Yak said it, he would replace Jordan Clarkson immediately, right? And you'd have him locked up for 4 years.
4 years. Yeah.
My only question, though, Fritz, is this. Is he really 6'6"? Because if you and I were in college, right? If you and I were at UConn right now, they'd have me listed at 6'8", 270, and probably have you listed at like 6'4", 6'3", 255. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how teams fly about height. Right. Yeah. So yeah. So, but to be honest with you, if there's a world where that pick is conveyed to the Knicks, Fritz and I have 2 different opinions on it. My opinion,
I would like him, but first thing I'm gonna do is can I create an ideal situation on this team, and then after that, if he could start, I'll take him.
Okay.
But if I know you were talking about number 9, but I mean, if you were talking about like a top 3 pick, that's the whole different thing.
No, I feel you. My only trepidation, right? My only trepidation with picking in the top 10 is the salary amount.
Yeah, so
next year that'll probably be like $7.5, close to $8 million, right? Somewhere in that neighborhood, right? Do I want to add a rookie for said amount of money? Sure. Mm-hmm. If it's the next Mikal Bridges.
Mm-hmm.
Fritz, if it's the next Mikal Bridges, bro, I'm saying do it. The only thing though is he really 6'6"? That's my thing, because if he's not 6'6", I'm not drafting another 6'4", 6'5" guard. I don't want another 6'4", 6'5" guard. You got too many, bro.
You don't want Quentin Grimes?
No. No. I had a sandwich similar to a ham sandwich today, but I've been trying to work out, bro. I'm trying to get this belly down, bro. Yeah, I'm so mad at the belly. I told the missus earlier. I was like, yeah, I think I might just do a surgery, yo.
They make it sound easy, but
yeah, no, it ain't.
yeah.
Anytime
I went through the whole process, but I end up not doing it.
Hey man, bro. I look in the mirror. Here's the thing, chat, and I know I say this all the time, but up top I look like Batista, and then in the belly I look like Santa. Yeah, and it make me mad because no matter what I do the leg claps every day, like do the leg claps every day, trying to, bro. Nah, wrong. It don't work. It don't work.
You're just Mr. Incredible right now.
Mr. Incredible. That's the person when they needed a template to see what Mr. Incredible would look like, they looked at a picture of me, bro. Basically, they Mr. Incredible. Like ex superhero working a desk job. That's me. Right. but at this point, Fritz, I don't feel like we're putting a cart before the horse to at least talk about trades. My thing is when I was on X, bro, people legit are running roughshod with trades, bro.
Yeah.
What's the wildest trade scenario you heard?
Who am I seeing? People putting Zion in trades still. Right now, no. like people legit putting Zion in trades.
In Knicks trades?
In Knicks trades. And I you know what I mean? Zion's doing better, but like that's like throwing the whole team in the trash and say let's start over.
I think you can get Zion cheap. I think you can get Zion for that Trae Young trade package type. No draft picks.
Oh no, I think you can get him for like earlier this year. Like Lee killed me, and I said I think you could get Zion for OG and Anunoby.
I wouldn't do that, but yeah, I think
but he said nah, he's worth more than that. Now I think they were trading for OG and Anunoby. But that's not something you do when we're in this position.
No.
When we have success, like that's not something you do when you're second in the East.
Tell you what I would do a sneaky trade. I would do Yabusele and some seconds for Yves Missi. That would solve your hug party issue right away. Immediately.
I think they want first. But I think
I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Yeah. They want to sell like I told you the other day, like if the Knicks got to a point where they were frustrated and didn't think this is it,
right?
It's Cat for Trey Murphy. Cat for Trey Murphy and something else, and then this summer you go out and get your star. You know.
See, this is where the conversation gets complicated, right? Because if you're talking about Cat's salary, you could probably get Herb Jones and Trey Murphy III, right?
Yeah, probably. But that's kind of what I'm kind of in the spirit I'm talking about. Like, get those for now, and then this summer you swing for something. This summer.
Are you packaging both in a trade to get something?
No, I'm probably looking at Mikal or.
Yo, where y'all seeing my birthday at, man? My birthday is next Thursday, man.
I don't know. Maybe you start looking at
Raphael.
Maybe next year you could look at Paulo ain't blow up. Maybe
I think you can get Paulo at the trade deadline, bro.
Oh.
I think you can get Paulo at the trade deadline right now for a sub package like Trae Young. Right? I think you can get Paulo right now for at the trade deadline, bro. And listen, I don't want Paolo Banchero, everybody. Everybody listen to me. Listen to me. I don't want to do a trade. I don't want to do a trade, period.
To give an example. You give an example.
This is just an example. Right? But I think you can get Paolo right now.
Yeah.
And then you can nurse him. You can nurse you back to health. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Get him back into, because right now I don't think he's a top 50 player anymore. Right? We don't know why that is. We don't know if it's system or injury or whatever. But right now he's not a top 50 player like he used to be.
Yeah. He signed his extension early. Yeah. So like his big money don't kick in until next year.
Right.
So like I think next year, if he don't do something by the end of the year, they might have to like cut bait.
His 3-point shot looks awful, bro.
Yeah.
He's shooting like 30%. He's shooting 27% from 3, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think next year's a year. I think somebody can get him if they want it.
I would. If Leon Rose was backed into a corner and had to do a deal, I would consider Paolo, bro. I would consider Paolo because legit. Listen, I've never spoken with Paolo Banchero, but I've been close enough to him to know that he's taller than 6'10" and heavier than 250. That dude stood. That dude, we were at the Orlando game a couple of years ago. That man dwarfed Randall, bro. Now Randall was 6'8", 255, and that man dwarfed Randall. Right? That man legitimately. The tall guys lie about their height, and the little guys lie about their height. I think this guy is a guy that lies about his height. Or maybe he's 6'10" without shoes, but in shoes he looks 7 foot.
Yeah.
What would you make it? Would you make it off? Oh well, no, you told me that you wouldn't. You said you wait till next year, right?
Oh yeah, his contract has to expand first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he could be, if he doesn't do something big by the end of the year, I think he's a guy that if you believe you can develop him,
right.
That it's the Magic's fault.
Right.
Because he's been playing with other big wings.
Yeah.
So maybe he need to be in a structure where
what would be nice what would be nice is if he ever got a chance to play with a point guard. He is one that suffers from that. A guy that doesn't play with a point guard, so you don't know what his offensive bag looks like because he never gets easy shots. It's the reason why LeBron could always outscore Melo, because while LeBron always had guards and people feeding him the ball, Melo was mostly creating his shots on his own.
By himself, yeah.
Yeah. Mega was at that game. Salute to call Mega. Man, where you been, bro? Salute that. Hey, that's my brother. Salute to my brother, bro. Yo, how the fam doing? Mega, how the fam doing, bro? And and the thing is Megan, I didn't see your name on the screen. I was searching for somebody's number in my phone, and I saw your number, and I was like, I should call him. And then I was like, nah, that'd be awkward. Like you don't call somebody for a long time, and then you just pop up out the blue. But yeah, man, Mega, I was thinking about you the other day, bro. Yeah, hey, Tony asked you, what do you think about Mikal Bridges coming off the bench?
You just gave him that big money? I think you better trade him if that's what you're gonna do. Like, nah. I think you better trade him.
Yeah, I don't think Bridges is a bench player. I think Mike Brown is still trying to figure it out. I think Mike Brown has a lot of stuff to figure out. We just have to be patient with Mike Brown, man.
He should be a 20-point per game player.
Yeah, Mike Brown has to figure some stuff out, bro. Right. All right, peace, Nick. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I would at least consider. I would kick the tires on a Paolo Banchero trade. Just see what they ask for, like see what I could do, because the thing is Paolo just turned 23, bro. Paolo just turned 23. Legit, he's younger than Tyler Kolek and Ariel Hukporty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you see the skill is there.
Huh?
This. It isn't. When his skill is there, like he does it. He does it all.
Yeah,
but it just doesn't do enough of it.
Yo, hey, I met Comega in Orlando, bro. I had blown out my knee. Remember, I keep telling that I blew out my knee story all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Orlando. I met Meg and them on a blown out knee, bro. And the cool thing is, my son parked the car like 8 blocks away from the stadium. And we were up in the nosebleeds, right? And we were up in the nosebleeds. I had to climb stairs. But I don't know if Mega was there. But a dude was like, Lawrence Tears, yo, it's Uncle Freezy. And some dude, I don't know, I promise you, if you out there, whoever this person is, if you out there, you got to at least show yourself. You got to tell the story, right? Me and my son were at the concession stand, and a dude cut the line and put the thing on the table and said, hey, his money ain't good here. And he paid for me and my son food at the concession stand. Like, yo, it's Uncle Freezy. And my son was like, Uncle Freezy? Like, he know, whatever. But I was like, nah, man, you can't, don't pay my, and my son was like, let him. And I was like, yeah, you know what? When people try to give you gifts and stuff, bro, you can't be tight faced. You got to let people show their appreciation. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Yo, you got anybody else in mind?
Wow. Would Houston come off of, if Houston ever came off of Tari, that's the salary I'd pay. Like, he would need extension, but that's an extension I'd pay.
He's hurt, right?
Tari Eason right now? I don't think so.
Yeah. I thought he was hurt. No, he's active, bro. You're right.
He's active, yeah.
Yeah, he's active. What do you like about Tari Eason?
Mobile. Eason is probably what you. I don't know if I give him a comparison, but I think he can play so many positions.
Tari Eason, yeah,
and get defend. I think he would make us very versatile. Like, OG could pick who he wants to defend.
Right.
Not everybody's stuck on playing this one player. If the matchup doesn't work out, we can switch it.
He's not going to be attainable, bro. I'm looking at
I think people would.
Right now, he's shooting 47% from 3.
Yeah,
and that was a knock on him that he couldn't shoot. But now he's back and he's knocking down the 3.
Yeah. If they do trade him, it's gonna be for someone, a point guard. It's gonna be for, they're gonna try maybe put him in a star trade or something.
You think they're gonna put him in a trade?
No, if they have to trade him, because they may not be able to pay him. If it is, it's gonna be for like a star trade.
Who else could they get? They already can have Kevin Durant. And bro, they have a lot of talent, bro.
Starting point guard. They need a point guard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, they're a very interesting team, bro.
Yeah, because they got their back against the wall. They can't. They probably would take CP3, but they can't sign him. They can't even cut nobody to sign him.
Right. Right.
So they need a trade. So they're a team I expect to trade from at some point, but they don't have a lot of players they don't like on the roster.
Yeah, they have a roster they like, bro.
Yeah, they have a roster they like, but they need room to get another point guard
Right.
for the playoffs. So they're going to take their time and find that right trade.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking at rosters around the league. I don't see a roster that the Knicks can gouge for quality talent and afford it.
Yeah. There's a lot of like, I mean, there are players that people, they're good players, but they don't quite fit the team.
Yeah.
Like people keep saying, "Oh no, just get Russell Westbrook." He don't fit the team.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at rosters now, man. The player that I love is Najee Marshall. He's at $9 million. But
Makes it weird. Yeah. You're gonna have to give up
more than what we want to give up, right?
Yeah. You're gonna have to give up Mitch, or you're gonna have to give up
assets.
You're gonna give up Mitch, or you're gonna give up Hart. You're not getting him for a couple of little deals.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, yeah.
One player that people are saying they didn't, Lonzo Ball isn't doing so great this year.
Yeah.
But you do have to give up something. But I wouldn't give it to Cleveland. But like if it's a 3-team trade,
yeah,
I'd put Lonzo as our backup point guard.
Wow. The one guy I want the most, bro, is this guy you see on the screen. That's the one guy I would do Yabusele for. Right? Like,
which one? Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
People are talking. People are talking.
That's the guy. I've been saying. Yeah. So I've been saying Sohan's name since October.
Yeah.
About a guy that fit in my, because he played point guard for a whole season, bro.
Yeah.
The year they were tanking for Wemby, he played point guard for a whole season, bro.
I think it's realistic. The problem I do see, you play Sohan and Mitch at the same time.
No. You know what I would do though? What I would do is I would start Sohan. over Josh and Deuce. And the reason why I would do that is, so your lineup would be, your two wings would be OG and Bridges. Sohan would be your jumbo wing. Now, listen, I know OG Anunoby is girthier, if that's a word, than Sohan.
Mhm.
But Sohan plays bigger and stronger,
Mhm.
right? Like Sohan will switch onto a center, right? He don't care. Like Sohan to guard Jokic, bro. He don't care. Sohan will guard John Morant, bro. He don't care.
Mhm.
Like he don't care. His idol was, remember when he said his idol was Dennis Rodman?
Yeah.
Bro, he don't care, bro. And if you're talking about weak side rim protection with Cat in the game, I don't think you can get much better than the flexibility of having Sohan and OG Anunoby rotating in that spot, depending on what side of the floor it is. But depending on what side of the floor the offense is attacking from.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
Leon Rose, if you're watching, go do your man a favor. Go do your man a solid, bro. Get Sohan, bro.
Yeah.
Get Sohan
So,
before he wind up with the Lakers.
because we talked about Sohan a couple times before, because I was talking about Sohan for Mitch at one point. Remember, it was Sohan, but they gave him so many DNPs.
Right.
He's basically been DNP the last month.
He doesn't fit this new guy's style, bro. You can't, like, Mitch Johnson wants to play this 3-guard rotation. Like, here's the thing. This is basically, Sohan's not a bad player, but this is the thing. Dylan Harper is better than Jeremy Sohan, period.
Yeah.
Right? But in a world where you don't have De'Aaron Fox, you can play Sohan also, because Dylan Harper would pick up more of the ball handling. Steph Castle would pick up more of the ball handling responsibilities. But we don't live in a world where the Spurs don't have De'Aaron Fox. Right?
Mhm.
So now you got to bump somebody from the rotation. Who do you bump from the rotation? Well, you bump the guy where you have duplicity and non-shooting at. Because Keldon Johnson can shoot the 3. Julian Champagnie deserves to play. He can shoot the 3, right? Devin Vassell is probably their best all-around scorer, right? The only logical piece to sit is Jeremy Sohan, because he's a defensive guy with 0 shooting. Basically, this kid is if Jared Jeffries could play point guard. Basically.
Yeah.
If Jared Jeffries could play point guard, that's who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And for the Spurs, they have a luxury to sit him. But for the Knicks, that's exactly what we need. Because we already got guys complaining right now they don't get enough touches.
Mm-hmm. I like him. I just don't. Yeah, it's just that with Mitch, it would be just not. They just ain't crossing paths.
Nah. But I mean, is Mitch still on a minutes restriction?
I think this is just Mitch. I think they're just trying to keep Mitch upright.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Come playoff time, if you ask me who on this team can guard Tyrese Maxey right now, you already know the answer. Nobody. Right? Who on this team can guard VJ Edgecombe? Nobody. Right? Nobody. Right? Who on this team would be able to guard Cade Cunningham? Nobody. Ain't nobody guarding Cade, bro. I could rotate OG over, but that'd be like overkill, because now everything else on the floor is going to be killing Bridges and Josh Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Who can guard Jaylen Brown? We can rotate guys in and out for Jaylen Brown. Right? Who can guard Paolo and Franz Wagner? Our defense hasn't proven that we can stop
Yeah.
Franz Wagner and Boncaro together.
It's just Wingstop sounds good, but it rarely works.
Yeah, because we don't have a point of attack defender to
Mhm.
allow the wing guys to be wing guys. We have like wing and pork chop stop. Because if our wing guys were allowed to just be wings, if Bridges could just guard wings instead of guarding Tyrese Maxey, the whole conversation is different, you know.
Mhm.
But you bring in Sohan. Sohan's going to guard Jalen Johnson from the Hawks. He's going to guard Paolo or Franz, depending on the matchup, right? He's going to guard every wing. This dude can guard every. And when I say guard, I don't mean, guard them and they still go for 30. I'm talking about Sohan pretty much can limit their effectiveness in the playoffs. Right? Because in a world where we could put Sohan on Cade Cunningham and have OG and Bridges guard all of their wing players, we'll sweep the Pistons, bro.
Mhm.
I think Jeremy Sohan right now, the Knicks can't trade first round picks, right? I think Jeremy Sohan is probably Yabusele and another player off the bench. Like I'm not doing. I would be comfortable doing Dadier for Sohan straight up. And I love Dadier.
You need the money. You need the money match. So
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, not straight up, but I'm talking about as a sweetener with Yabusele.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because he makes $7 million, and you would need the 5 and point something, and the 4 point something. I think he makes $4 million this year, right?
Who, Dadier?
Yeah, I think Dadier
2.8.
He makes $2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, this contract is cheap, bro.
Yeah, they put it on the low end.
Yeah, he makes 2.8. Yeah.
Because they discounted his contract. He was supposed to get more.
Yeah.
They took his fees from his old club, and they took it out of his contract.
Right. Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah, and I love Dadier, bro. But I think if Dadier went to the Spurs, I think we'd be seeing him in the All-Star game in 4 years. Because they develop young talent, bro. They don't just.
Those are people like Yabusele's on the French team with Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Dadier, he didn't make it this year, but he was on it before.
Right.
So that's getting guys that Wemby would like to play with.
Yeah.
Like Wemby. Yeah.
Yeah. I would toss them Diawara, bro. And that because the thing with Sohan, the thing with Sohan is this, bro. Sohan does a lot. Sohan, for one, he's younger than Huck Porty and Kolek. So it's not like you're trading for a 30-year-old guy. You're trading for a 23-year-old guy, right? That won't be 24 for a while.
Are you okay? So I did put the money in, and basically you have to sign another guy. So do you bring up McCullough? Do you make McCullough an NBA player?
So basically, it's Yabusele and Dadier in a trade for Sohan and Kev McCullough.
McCullough becomes an NBA player.
That's the easiest question I heard all day, bro. What are we talking about? That's basically the trade. The Spurs. Wait a minute. How many players do the Knicks have on the roster currently?
14.
Okay.
So going 2 for 1,
When do they have to
just enough money Let me see. Do you have enough money? It'll be close. Okay, so before.
Oh, I can hear the calculator beeping over here. Beep boop beep 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 boop beep 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 beep.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, it's not much. Not much. It'll be close.
So they can add a third team and throw them a second round pick, right? To absorb some money or something.
Yeah, you might have to get rid of Shamit, or you might have to do something. You might have to get rid of like Shamit to make it happen.
You know, Shamit is a Knick for life, bro.
Yeah.
Shamit is our new Aaron Aflalo. Yo, you know, hey, did you hear Aaron Aflalo almost bought the Minnesota Timberwolves?
Oh, he was part of that? Wow, he must have done some big investing.
He must have just, yeah. Yeah, but other than that, bro, I'm not doing anything major. Like I'm not shaking up the team, in any of that stuff, man, just for a guy. Right? Because in the grand scheme of things, we could just sign Jeremy Sohan this summer. Because I think they declined his fifth year option, right?
No, he's gonna be a free agent, but we can't sign him. We ain't got no money.
Yeah, that's true.
We ain't got no money to sign anybody.
But if we trade for him, then we can sign him and go
to whoever.
Yeah.
You sign to however much it is.
Right. Okay.
We can match anybody.
Okay.
So that's why you probably want to do a trade, and I don't think he would be in the Keon Ellis. Keon is asking for 15, 20.
I don't know why.
Sohan can't ask for that much.
I don't know why I keep thinking he's better than Keon Ellis, bro.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. Here with Keon Ellis. Oh, imagine that, a 6'4" guard.
Keon Ellis, he's listed at 6'4". I think it's 6'6".
Nah, ESPN has him at 6'4", bro.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, they do have him listed at 6'4". Yeah, other places have him at 6'6".
Fritz, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I thought that dude was 6'3". I used to watch him at Alabama, and he never looked 6'6" to me, bro. Is he 6'6"? He may be. I don't know. But he never looked 6'6" to me, bro. I would hope he's 6'6".
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't. I see the appeal, but it's you're putting yourself in OG and an OB territory. OG came over here. Everybody said, "Oh, he's gonna sign for less." You remember he said, "I signed a little bit less for a team I like." And everybody said, "Oh, he's gonna come here. He's gonna give us a deal. He likes the Knicks." And his discount was like $500,000.
Yeah.
It's like he had too much power. He had too much leverage.
Yeah.
Hey, salute.
Salute, bro. Salute.
Good morning.
Good mornings.
How we doing? Fritz, how we doing, brother?
Doing all right.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I've been rocking. Yeah, my bad. I saw it earlier. I was I had to do something with my son.
Yeah, man.
So we're leaving the team. I was watching, so we're leaving the team as is.
You know, I want to come, man.
I know yours. I already know yours.
Yeah.
But I didn't get Fritz. I didn't hear Fritz.
Hey, I think you should worry about the future. I don't think the Knicks are in a spot where you just need one guy is going to do the trade. One guy, you know what? We're not at the spot where, hey, if I could do one trade, this is going to win me a championship. Remember, like Celtics a couple of years ago, and then they got what's his name? You knew that was the last piece. What's his name in Portland?
Holiday or Porzingis?
Holiday. Yeah, Holiday was the last piece. Like you knew that was puzzle complete. Like there's no one player is hey puzzle complete for Knicks. There's no one player.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So don't do nothing too drastic. Don't do anything unless it's like an opportunity you can't miss. Yeah. Don't do nothing too crazy.
Right. Yeah. Jay,
I mean, I'm yeah. I think I'm with both of you. I think that the team has composed. Is they're a good team. I think the fact that what Fritz just said, I agree with also. Like, I think two things could be right at the same time. They are a good team. Could they make it far in the playoffs? I do believe that. Could there be a missing piece, or if you get blown away by a trade, then sure. But I'm just trying to figure out if today's NBA, where everybody seems so greedy, who's gonna blow us away with it? This
every once in a while, there's been like several trades.
Yeah,
because there've been several trades, like when who did it? Where someone just needs to complete a trade, and they're just like, I just need someone with this amount.
The Knicks did that. Leon Rose's first year. I mean, second year. The year he traded for Cam Reddish. Remember, the Cam Reddish trade, not that trade itself, but the trade before that when we traded for Denzel Valentine. People forget that we traded for Denzel Valentine.
Yeah, where you're doing something to do someone.
Do somebody solid.
Portland did that. Portland traded, the first time, what we just talked about.
Cam Reddish
to the Celtics.
Drew Holiday
went.
Yeah,
he went to the Celtics because they didn't have nothing to do with him. They're like, we have no use for this player.
Right.
Yeah.
And basically, Celtics got themselves a deal because Portland already had two guards they really like.
Right.
So something like that, where someone comes across, hey, I just need, does somebody want this player? Hey.
Right.
Yeah, and he fit perfectly for their what they were doing in their scheme. You're right. Yeah, every once in a while, and it does happen.
Yeah, because remember, people are even over here, like Knicks fans are saying, like, maybe you should get him instead of RJ. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't the guy saying that, but your dad, I definitely heard it. I don't know, man. This team, I stand back, I look at the team. I look at this team that had a hit, climbed the top of the mountain, did their thing, and then kind of slid down the mountain for 4 games,
Mm-hmm.
and then played a really good team and played really well against them.
Okay.
And collected themselves, and so it's New York, though. The sky is falling. The sky is falling.
Mm-hmm.
All the
What I
time.
mean? All the time. No matter what your team is, no matter what your sport is,
Mm-hmm.
but especially with the Knicks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Can I throw a scenario?
Sure. I'm
Top
waiting on it.
5.
It's February 1st, and the Lakers said LeBron wants to come to New York, and we'll take either Carl Towns or I'll take OG Anunoby. Do you return the call?
Oh, I'm. Now, Brownies doesn't have to come with this.
No, Bronny don't have to come.
Okay. Ooh. Uncle Crazy, you ready? Have an answer?
No.
Not yet, right?
No.
Interesting.
No.
I, look, I'm
And the
never.
people hate Cat. Like people, Cat is he hasn't quite redeemed himself at that point. Cat is so.
Let me ask you a question before I answer that question, but if it's all right.
Okay.
Is Cat redeemable in New York? Fully.
I think people want more. They just in their minds they always want something different. He's doing great. I
Yeah.
don't know what he's going to do now. He has this thigh thing, so like I gotta take it. He's somewhat injured. He has an excuse for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna definitely answer that question that you said, but then you then you threw out the Cat thing, and now my brain is on both. I think when you lead with your heart and anything over your brain, you're destined to possibly not do as good as you probably could do if you really did well. That goes for anything in life. Especially in trading or like fantasy sports, or all that stuff. If you, I'm gonna pick him. He's on my team. That whole thing, it doesn't work well.
Right.
The funny thing about that whole thing is that Randall, even though he caught flack here, was still, I still believe that the majority of Knicks fans loved him. And obviously loved Devo. Now, this man comes over here and first year makes the All-Star team as the starting center and is banging out 25 and 13 a night.
Right.
Is he not better than Randall? I guess that's you know what I mean? Like statistically, or like even shooting from the three. But I think that we're in New York. I think everybody, especially from a certain age and a certain ilk, is looking for that dog, right? And your name happens to be Cat, and we want you to be a dog. I think that's rough on him to begin with, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
I'll answer your question. For a 40-plus-year-old man, LeBron's gotta say, the only way I take LeBron James if he says, I'm not going to do the I might play tonight nonsense.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because he does that.
Yeah.
He's got to play every game when he comes over here, and he's got to put his all in. And because the truth is, with what he's kind of gone through in the past few years, if he came over here and we won, I think a lot would change for his career, something that he would think about. And of course, we would think about him differently too, and we'd be ecstatic we won the championship. Now, you said for either Cat or OG. I think we can't get smaller. But if we ship out OG, then we're getting defense deficiency.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But LeBron, younger LeBron, for sure. He wasn't OG, but he played two-way. He was a two-way player.
Mm-hmm.
Play defense, get the block, chase from behind, get that block,
Yeah.
He was a dog 100%. How many years does he have left? Just
this year.
This year, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, Prince, can we do that with OGs?
You need more. You need like Mitch and something. You need. It would take a little bit more.
That man said, you'd have to throw Mitch in there. Like,
yeah, right.
like Mitch to a ham sandwich.
Just a couple, a little change.
Yeah. That was the Uncle Freeze, that was the fine print.
Yeah. That was you could barely read it, man.
Oh, you're right. I'm
Or
nearsighted
heart.
to
Yeah.
I'm nearsighted to
Yeah.
begin with.
Yeah.
Or heart. Yeah,
Mhm.
interesting. But it has to be one of those somebody
A lot
making
a lot of
over
teams. Yeah.
over 10, I guess, or over 11. Really?
Hmm.
Well, now that you threw that caveat in there, I probably wouldn't do it because of losing the height. If you change the player, I would consider it. But I don't know the player yet, so I'm not. It's not like somebody I'm thinking of.
Okay.
You know, I don't have anybody in mind specifically, but that's an interesting question. Because if I looked right now, I bet you that LeBron has really good numbers still.
Yeah, he's always going
Right.
to score 20. He's always
Yeah.
going to score 20.
Always going to get you 20. Always probably going to get you close to 10 rebounds. Always probably going to get you close to, he's a bigger, and in his heyday, a way, 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 way better version of
Yeah.
Hart.
Yeah,
Like he's just a bigger guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just a bigger guy does everything.
Yeah, he started slow this year, and he's still at 21.7 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 6.8 assists. And he started super slow.
Right, I know. He
Yeah.
had a rough beginning.
Mhm.
Interesting. And he brought it back up to 21, almost 6, and almost 7, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. There we go. All right.
I'm gonna have to pass on that one because of the fine print.
Okay. So you don't think 1 year, you say, I can guarantee you I can get you this one. You use like that.
If you told me that see his numbers went down. See, those numbers used to be a lot. The rebounds we're losing rebounds with
Used to be
either player.
7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah. That hurts. That's the part that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
No.
If I'm doing a major deal, why not just trade for Cat? I mean, just trade for Giannis.
Because we ain't got Giannis money. We ain't got.
You just don't mention that, right?
What you mean?
Said.
We ain't.
Cat,
we
Cat and Mitch won't do
it. Oh, they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. I think if the Knicks could have done that, they would have done it already. They would have done it already.
You think that was something that they tried to do already?
No, because well, LeBron is a statesman, right? LeBron is a generational. LeBron, when they do the I don't know if LeBron's on the NBA top 75 team, but when they do the top 100 team, LeBron is going to be on there.
He's already on 75.
He's on the 75.
Yeah, you feel me? So
yeah. No, I meant the Giannis one. That did they try to do that already? I mean, there was something.
I keep telling y'all, bro. I'm like, yo, why are we shooting like for the stars when we could be shooting for the universes?
Yep.
Giannis is. They were looking to get us. Like they in Atlanta. Trae Young said where he wanted to go, and they made it real easy. They made it real easy. That happened in like 2-3 days.
Yeah. You know who else who I would be shooting for?
Oh,
Anthony Edwards. Right.
Yeah, that's
And I know people will be like, man, Ant will never leave Minnesota, bro. The Knicks don't have enough.
mm,
For one,
Mm-mm.
Ant will leave Minnesota. Everybody
Mhm.
knows, right?
and he ain't Giannis. Giannis ain't gonna speak up. Ant ain't gonna. If Ant wants out, he gonna be out.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is he not gonna stand for nonsense for too much longer. Right now, he's winning in Minnesota, but he hadn't reached his winning ceiling yet. See, Catton was in Minnesota. Kevin Love, Kevin Garnett, all of them got Stephon Marbury. They were losers first, and then started winning. All Anthony Edwards knows is winning, bro. Like
Mm.
I'm not gonna say since day one, but basically since day one. Of course, they were trash because they got the number 1 pick to get Anthony Edwards, right? Of course,
Mhm.
right? But basically, the last 3-4 years, they've been super competitive. I think they've been to the Western Conference Finals in back-to-back years, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think back-to-back years. They lost to OKC last year, right? Did they lose to OKC last year?
Yeah, they did. And the year
Yeah, they
before the year before they lost to Dallas.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember Dallas had that crazy run from the
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah.
Started at the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were tied for first that year with 3-way tie, I believe, with OKC and Denver.
Right. So all he knows now is winning, bro. But if I'm the Knicks, that's who I'm trying to put that narrative out there right now. Knicks fans. Why are we talking about Giannis? When we can get Anthony Edwards and pair him with Jalen Brunson. Now, I know that's far-fetched, but 2 years ago, Giannis was far-fetched. Right? 2 years before that, who was far-fetched 2 years before that?
Probably Cat.
Yeah. And then 2 years before that, Kevin Durant was far-fetched. Right?
We could have this summer. We could have Kevin Durant if we wanted.
Yeah, we got him right now.
Got Kevin Durant and James Harden if we wanted to. I believe we could have had whoever we, Yeah, yeah. Now I'm not. I would say, man, keep the team as is and just go. Because I believe you don't know what you have in this kid Mo Diawara yet, right? And he won't know what Mo Diawara is until you play him.
Yep.
Do you believe in your heart of hearts that he has the ability to be a superstar?
Yeah.
You do?
Who are you talking about?
Mo Diawara.
No, he a second round pick, bro. I ain't. Bro, listen, here's the thing. The road to mega stardom is so treacherous that you pick the number 1 pick in the draft because there's less treacherous road to travel, right?
Yeah.
Like we hit a number 1 pick, right? The number 1 pick in this year's draft is Cooper Flagg, right?
Yeah.
He looks like he's going to be a bona fide talent. You know who the number 1 pick was last year?
Oh yeah, Ricochet.
What is that?
They're ready trying to move him. They're already trying to move him.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is? But the year before that, it was Wemby, right? Right. So what I'm getting at is The road to the road to mega stardom is so long and treacherous that one misstep will have you, instead of being a mega star, you're a superstar. Another misstep, instead of a superstar, you're a star. Another misstep, you're not a star, you're a starter. Another misstep, you're not a starter, you're a role player, right? Another misstep, you're not a role player, you're a bench player. Another misstep, you're situational, right? And so for a second round pick to hit each one of those mile markers and thrive in each one of those roles is, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's hard. It's if second round picks could do it, bro, second round picks will have the same value as first round picks.
A few do,
Right.
like Brunson, stuff like that, but very few. But very, very few.
Right, but Brunson hit all the mile markers though. But what about
he did.
Early? Clee Anthony Early didn't hit all the mile markers. That's the point that I'm getting at. Like, legitimately, like, so Jimmy Butler was picked. Well, Jimmy Butler was picked 30th, right?
Yeah, he was low.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler got picked 30th, right? And he climbed his way all the way up to the Salty Aldama for Memphis. A guy that constantly flies under the radar. He was picked 30th in the Quentin Grimes draft.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Pascal was second. Yeah.
Yeah. So ultimately, what I'm getting at is a second round pick like Mo Diawara. You got to be in the right situation with a great franchise, with great support and development, with a pathway where you can be brought along. So, because remember, even Giannis was picked 15th in a draft, right? Mm-hmm. Giannis was a gamble pick. Giannis wasn't the future. Mm-hmm. Giannis was, let's take a shot on this raw Greek guy from this raw Nigerian that lived in Greece. Let's take a chance on him because we already have Jabari Parker.
Right?
They already had Jabari Parker. So they like, Jabari Parker is a bigger, stronger, more athletic Carmelo Anthony, right? Mm-hmm. That was their future. They had a bigger, stronger, more skilled Carmelo Anthony, right? But he kept blowing his knees out. And so just to get bodies to play, they tried to make a trade for this. They made a trade with the Detroit Pistons to get a second round pick off their bench. You know who Jay, I know you know who the second round pick is. Fritz, do you know the second round pick is that they traded from the Pistons? Got from the Pistons?
In what year?
His name was Chris Middleton. Chris Middleton started his career in Detroit with the Detroit Pistons. They had him and a dude named Spencer Dinwiddie on the bench with the Pistons and wouldn't play him. They'd rather have Blake Griffin playing point forward with Josh Smith, right?
Yep.
And so, because listen, I understand that we think, because we've seen somebody else do it, that somebody else can do it, bro. What I would say is let young fella play one day at a time. And when the time comes, we'll move him from situational to rotational. And if he thrives in that rotation role, then we'll have him be a starter. And then if he thrives in that starter role, we'll let him take star responsibility. And then if he thrives in that star responsibility, we'll anoint him as a superstar, making all-star games and all that stuff. And then when he start having 50 points in closeout game sixes on the road against Anthony Edwards and make the team, then he'll be a megastar. I don't know but I can't fast forward his projection because I don't even know what position he plays yet.
Right.
I don't even know the reason why he wear number 51.
I don't even think, I think you won't like to hear this, but I don't think he was going to be here.
Yeah.
I just don't think the Knicks, I think the Knicks have put their God bless you, They have climbed the ladder year by year to get to a place, and they're going to try their hardest to remain in this zone.
Right.
And that's going to take losing some young stars and some big money. And he's probably, as well as Dink and others, are probably the ones that are going to be the ones to suffer from that. And the better Kohler keep playing, he might not be here either. I
That's
really
music.
believe
That's
that.
music to Fritz ears, bro.
That brings you to
Yeah, that's music to Fritz ears, bro. He want
Just-
someone.
You want people to suffer. Some people just like chaos.
Yeah, man. Yeah, let the
Yeah.
body go. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If I mean, to project a young kid this early, bro, is kind of be reckless on the content creators from a content creator standpoint. Like, I think it'd probably be a little bit reckless on my part to say, yeah, he's going to be a megastar, right? What I would probably be more comfortable doing is saying, let's let this thing play out a little bit. Let's let this man make it to the All-Star break of his rookie year before we say what he's going to be in the grand scheme of things.
Right. Or get through even the whole year and see what he looks like, and then you could find what position he is or whatever he might be.
Right.
I think that the front office has done a good job. Lately, we were notorious for drafting horrible, in my opinion.
Okay.
For a certain amount of years and different regimes, different people, different things. But I'll give you, is Mo Diawara, I see him definitely has skills. He plays well. He seems to be he's got some dog in him. See him chasing around. He's really putting all his effort into it. I thought he was going to try to jump on Wemby's back when he was running over there like you.
Right.
But he's he's the same height and same weight as Kevin Knox. And I'm just a little more chaos.
Right.
We picked Kevin Knox at do you remember when we picked him?
9 in 20.
Do you know who between who and who?
Between Wendell Carter Jr. and Miles Bridges.
Very, very yes, but there was yes, sort of. Yes, with Miles Bridges at 10, but Carter was at 7.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Colin Sexton at 8.
Colin Sexton. Okay, yeah, that's right.
To Cleveland.
I was so glad, bro.
And
Because I think
Kevin
the Knicks
Knox.
took Colin Sexton and I'd have been pissed.
Yeah, but here's the issue. Right after Mikal Bridges, a young man named Shea Alexander goes at 11.
Yeah.
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 You know, and not to say that I wouldn't, you know, I'm going back and looking at this. I mean, a lot of people get it wrong. DeAndre Ayton, you know, first pick of the draft, 7-1. You know, you look at college or something like different place, sometimes they're men among boys because that's where they are there. But once they come around men, they become boys again.
Right.
Just for a bit. So the first two picks of that particular year were Ayton to the Suns and Marvin Bagley to the Kings. Immediately following was Luka Doncic,
Yeah.
Triple J, and Trae Young. So, and in between Wendell Carter and Trae Young, Mohamed Bamba went to the Magic. It's very interesting that year, and that whole year, by the way, was 33rd. Anthony Simon, 24th. 33rd was Brunson. 36, I believe, was Mitchell Robinson. 36, I haven't looked in the second round. Yep, 36. So yeah, you know, look, I don't know, like the Knicks, for me, when was the last time the Knicks truly developed a player that we were like, yeah, that's our guy who has been there for mad years and is now any of those that
Right.
it's tough.
Yeah.
You throw a different name at me, I may be willing to trade. And again, I don't know the name off the top of my head, but me, myself, and I, if that was the right trade and it fit financially and they wanted Diawara in it, I'd be willing, depending on the right guy.
Right. Yeah.
That's just all I'm saying. It's like, do I want him to succeed? Sure. He's a Knick. He's a young man that, you know, he's a Knick. I want them all really to succeed, but
Yeah.
I don't think that we are I don't know, the Knicks don't seem to be in the young farms team building, you know, you know what I mean? Like the young men building department. It's weird to me. I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head in the last handful of years. Could you guys?
No, there hasn't been.
Doesn't mean they can't do it now, though. Right? Doesn't mean they can't do it now. But then at the same time, I think it's smart to have a reasonable expectation. Right?
Definitely.
Like I'm not saying that we can't jump out the window, because first of all, if it's your window, you do what you want with it, right? But at the same time, I guess what I'm getting at is as fans, I would say not to temper expectations, but to understand that, like, I'm trying to get a thing up here, man. Trying to get a slide and it just won't go. It's frustrating me. But not to temper, to, I would say, yeah, just expect something reasonable.
Okay.
Right? Like expect something reasonable, bro. That's it. Like expect him to go through his rookie ups and downs, basically. Frizz, is that too much to ask?
Yeah. You gotta be reasonable. You can't say, hey, this is every night and then be down on him when he has like a
when things don't go his way, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no doubt. But that's the three of us thinking reasonable.
right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Mo Diawara, I would say by the end of the season, Kev McCullough is going to be a more impactful player. Long term, Mo Diawara is going to be the better player. It's basically what I'm thinking when I see it.
So long term, the bigger fella will be the better player. But Kev is going to be the more impactful for this year, is what you're saying.
Yeah, because Mike Brown will deploy him in a way. He's more of a veteran player than Mo Diawara. Like this dude, legitimately, Kev McCullough was basically getting out of high school before Mo Diawara was getting into high school. Like legit before. I think there's like a 4-year difference or something crazy. So
yeah,
man. Yeah, man. So,
is there any other players, Chris, that you could think of
Or who
off
are
the
like
top of your head that might? Because that was a real interesting LeBron out of left field to me. Was real interesting.
I think once we get to February, somebody's gonna start a LeBron rumor. Somebody's gonna start a LeBron rumor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about starting one today, but
I started one early, but it was at the restaurant I was at. Interesting.
Well, yeah, I don't know who could shake loose. Like once some of these teams, and you never know who could be like crossing lines and is available. So
right.
Yeah. I look at every year I look at for the past couple years, right, prior to them getting really good.
mm-hmm.
I was always looking. I was for lack of a better word, I was hawking the Rockets because I saw them. You know what I mean? I saw them build, and I was like, okay, but they're not going really fast with it. That was before they picked up Van Fleet, and
Mm-hmm.
and I said, I wonder if we could get a couple of them big guys, or, something like that. And since they had so many of them, maybe we could get a couple, like one or two of the good ones. Maybe wouldn't cost so much for us. I felt the same way about the Memphis team for a little bit after John Morant went out first time, or maybe the second time.
Yeah, well, there it is. I was trying to work on something, man. I almost broke my neck trying to do a certain thing, man. I appreciate y'all being patient with me because I'm not distracted, but yeah, I'm distracted, bro. But
it's okay.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a world where Leon Rose can do a deal without absolutely upsetting the apple cart, right?
Yeah.
And so I know on the surface that's gonna sound like, oh man, Leon Rose, blah, blah, blah. I just, I don't, yeah, I don't think there's a trade out there, bro. Yeah, I don't think there's a trade out there, bro. Just keep it a stack.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, there's nothing out there that that everybody would be happy with.
Right.
Like a slam dunk.
Because the thing is, for one, if you trade Cat, you're gonna get slammed in the media. Right. If you trade Cat, you're gonna get slammed in the media because Jalen Brunson is a star killer. Right.
Right. And he's gonna get slammed in the media.
Jalen Brunson can't play with stars, right? That's the narrative. So then you have to look at it like he couldn't play with All-Star and Randall. He couldn't play with All-Star and Cat. Who can he play with?
Yeah.
Right. Do you say 3 strikes and you out? Is it 3 strikes and you're out with Jalen Brunson? Like, yo,
what's it gonna take?
Huh?
It'd be like, what would it take? You know, what would it take for him to be happy?
Yeah.
Because I think they would take it as, you know, because since he took the pay cut, that Jalen Brunson pushed Cat out.
Basically, Jalen Brunson wants to take all the shots. Basically, stars. Jalen Brunson can't play with stars.
But he can play with incredible role players or decent players.
Yeah. Right? Is that what you want with Jalen Brunson?
No, I do not. But
I don't want that to be the narrative.
Incredibly beloved.
Yeah, I don't want that to be the narrative with Jalen Brunson, bro.
I definitely don't want that for him, or for us, or for anybody. It's definitely not for him or us.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I mean. So it's like a hey, where did this thing go? I want to put this on there. There it is. Yeah, I don't know if that's what I want to shit, I didn't want that. I'm sorry, y'all, messing something up over here. I'm trying to have it be perfect, but
yeah, I hear you on that. I think there's a place out there in the world where Jalen could play with a star player. Just got to be the right player. I know that sounds a little wishy-washy and like it's got to be the right player. It's got to be like, you know, like he deserves to have like a list put in front of him and you get to pick, you know, one out of column A, one out of column B, and nah. But do I think that Jalen Brunson is, in my lifetime, the best signing we ever had? I do. So, to put people around him, and I apologize, I'm doing something for a minute.
Fritz, is making a trade, is that an indictment on Jalen Brunson?
No.
Okay.
You mean this season?
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't
Yeah.
think so either.
I think you just we seen Mike Brown take this team as is, and usually he's taken like the playbook and he's put his touches on, but he hasn't even touched the roster.
Right.
That's
It's
a
like
great
so
point.
this I'm expecting just be it, when does Mike Brown get his touches?
Hmm.
He been rocking. He been rocking. He's basically rocking with Tibbs at.
I know. Yeah.
It's true.
I know. I understand that.
I mean,
But
if he wants to rock with the same team, that'd be good. But he got to touch. He got to do something. And he's not been getting consistent effort. He gonna change something.
Right.
yeah. Do you think maybe that he didn't he was so happy becoming the coach and he just trying to figure out the players that he had and try to make a system work with the players he had. So he didn't even approach, it's too early probably anyway to approach, Leon, whoever, to be like, look, with what I have in my system, in my bag, this guy doesn't work here and this guy doesn't work here. And you
Was
think we
he
could try
in
to make a
place?
move for this guy?
Was he in place when free agency started?
I don't believe so. No, right?
No, I don't think so.
So
I don't think so. But here's my thing with that. I think he still may have had some input on the archetype of player that he would desire. And I'm thinking the same thing for our guy, Taylor Jenkins, the last two candidates. I'm thinking the same thing for both. Like both had Leon Rose set them down. It was like, what's blah blah. If you had your pick of a player, and they like, yeah, man, I like a 6'8" wing player, somebody that can handle the ball a little bit, defend, versatile player, blah blah blah. Now I think that could that be a part of it? Would y'all be willing to add that to the conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they
for sure.
did go after Ben Simmons at that point.
Hard, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
Who do we go after?
Ben Simmons.
Oh yes, right.
Yeah, man. Ben Simmons. I don't know if I'm was a fan of it, but still, they did what they felt like they had to do.
For some reason, I am absolutely not a fan of it. And the weird thing is, I said we need to get taller and we need to do all that, but he's not the taller I think we need to get.
Right.
Yeah, it's no, I kind of feel bad for him, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, me too.
I feel bad for him, but I think I don't think people around the NBA could have that whole conversation of what happened. They just oh nah, he don't love the game. I'm like, nah, that's not. Yeah, you're not that smart if you think that's the case.
Yeah, that's the conversation I had with him is
a different kind. Yeah,
it's a different conversation.
A very completely different conversation.
Yeah.
So I think you
some people speak up on it.
TSD.
Sorry, go ahead, Fred.
No, I think he just had PTSD. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I know I like having somebody in my family like who had like
Right.
a bad experience like that. Like I understand it, but like unless you live someone like that, you don't understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Hotline
Yeah,
Bling is in the building. Salute.
Salute. Yeah, me too, brother. And it's kind of like telling somebody, you know, I'm gonna put it like this, man. It's kind of like telling somebody who has a problem with an addiction of some sort. All right, just stop.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about like
All
Sugar
right.
Hill? You ever saw that movie Sugar Hill? Where they're talking to
See
their pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, it's time for you to stop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Basketball Diaries when he just changed them to the radiator and like you're
Yeah.
gonna stop.
Yeah. Yeah, see, bro, see, that's what my thing is that, bro, like, that's what they wanted, so they figure in the draft they can just go get the next best thing, the closest thing possible to that. A 6'8", 6'9" athlete that can dribble, pass, and shoot a little bit, defend, and he doesn't have to be that on day one, but they can develop that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But are we doing him service by giving him X amount of minutes? I don't know. I'm really torn with a lot of these things because, like, I'm watching Dink down in the G and he's just going bonkers. But I know it's a big difference, right? I'm not.
But he ain't shooting well though.
But he's not shooting well. About to get there. You're right. He's driving well. He's doing.
I can't let Dink Pate protect my house, bro, because he can't shoot. The burglars would be like, "Hey, it's a dude out here with a gun making noise." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, I can't have him. I can't have him protecting the house, bro. So this is what I was working on the whole time. I was trying to get the because I want to make the boxes bigger. And so this is what I've been trying to work on a little bit. So
it was driving you bananas.
Yeah, it's driving me bananas. Now the background is driving me bananas. So yeah, now the background is driving me bananas. I think I'm gonna have to.
It looks like Fritz going. It looked like Fritz going up for a dunk.
I didn't know Fritz could jump like that.
You got to turn your head the other way, and you be going up for a dunk.
Yeah, Fritz. I didn't know. Fritz. Yeah, man. I'm gonna take this animation off and then do that. I think I can. If I can take the animation off.
It looks good though.
Yeah, let me just try it one more time, see what it looks like. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah,
I definitely like the bottom a lot.
Yeah. Look like Fritz trying to go up and yam. Trying to yam on Jay Ellis. Fritz, why are you trying to yam on Jay Ellis, bro? Jay Ellis ain't no hooper.
I mean, it's man from South.
Them dudes,
it's Jalen Brunson time.
them dudes over there at them dudes over there at Nick of Time show ain't no hoopers, bro. Fritz, why you trying to dunk on them, bro? Ain't there hooper over there at Nick of Time show, bro. They know they need their hoops, they know their basketball, they know all their stuff.
Yeah, we be hooping. The girls be hooping. The girls be hooping.
Yeah, I'm trolling, bro. I'm just I'm trolling my guy, trying to get my guy to come out to play. Yeah, man. But yeah, Jay Ellis is an office guy, bro. He ain't no athlete like that, bro. He just good with technology and stuff. He ain't no athlete like your man Uncle Freezy.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gotta try to get him out this summer. So one of these days we gotta have a one of these days we gotta have a KOT picnic, KOT something, watch party.
Yeah. Just don't pick up no sports in that, man. Just do all the technology stuff. Don't
Oh, my days are well behind me. Behind me.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, man. So ultimately, now that I got this at least at a place where I'm comfortable, at least I have a template for it now. But I don't believe. I would say if there is a move to make, I think Leon Rose is going to make a move that'll benefit the franchise overall long term. I don't see a world where there's going to be something massively impactful done to the roster. Because the thing is you're kind of painted into a corner in a good way, right? Teams that are championship contenders that are painted into a corner generally have great rosters. You're painted into a corner because you wanted to be painted into a corner. It's not like years ago when $39 million was tied up into Derrick Rose and Evan Fournier, and neither one of them were playing, right? So we're in a different position. You know what I'm saying? Like we're in a different world where, in terms of the salary cap. So we're in a great space, right? But how do you make the roster better? I don't know if you can make I don't know if there's a deal out there where you can make the roster better in terms of what magic trade can you do that can solve all of our problems, right? I don't think it's that. But then if you go out and get the guy that you feel like can solve a problem or two, if you go out and get two guys to fix problems, that means there are two less guys in your rotation that's either going to be gone in that trade or going to be sitting the bench.
Yeah.
So it's like, is the juice worth the squeeze, basically? In every trade scenario I look at, it's not. The juice is not worth the squeeze, right? Is it worth going out and getting a Jose Alvarado? Well, who are you going to trade? What are you going to give up? You're already down a ton of draft picks. Do you really want to give up more draft picks for Jose Alvarado, who is, in theory, going to be part of a 3 or 4 point guard rotation? Is that worth giving up a veteran big who's already here and multiple draft picks, knowing that you're still down 3 draft picks from the, or 4 draft picks from the Mikal Bridges trade? You're still down 27, 29. Yeah, you still down a lot of draft picks. A lot of draft picks, bro.
Yeah. In the group chat, I came up in the group chat, and basically my answer is I would like him if we had to trade Kolek to get something, I would trade for Alvarado. Like if Kolek was already gone in some other trade, then I'd probably go after Alvarado. But like, I'm not trading. Trade. If he's gone in some separate trade, okay, I'd probably go after Alvarado. But I'm not going to go after Alvarado if I have to give up Kolek. then that doesn't make sense. Because it helps you in the short term, but year 2 and 3, when Kolek is paying, when he's playing for $2-3 million,
yeah,
Alvarado ain't gonna be playing for $2-3 million anymore.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. That makes sense to me too, bro. Like I just don't see it.
No, me neither. It's already a logjam. I mean, I hear your point on if he was already moved.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I hear that. That's
if
different.
something big happened and there were like things moving around, then okay. But like, if it was the only thing I had to do, probably not.
Right. Okay. All right. I feel you. I feel you. Hey, y'all, I gotta run so I can get on these phones. Even though it's a Friday, Fridays are generally slower. I generally do like facilities and industries on a Friday, so the calls be slower. They just be longer though, more in depth. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to. I got some a couple of hospitals in the Northeast. I'm gonna call so they can. Bro, why people in the Northeast so rude, bro?
We ain't got time.
But that's
We ain't,
all y'all have,
we ain't got time.
bro. You call.
Yeah, we don't. That's
Are,
a good
are you a
answer.
sales call?
Yeah.
Are you a sale? Oh man, I hate some sales calls. I'd be like,
No, but these are scheduled though. These are not
oh okay,
cold
okay.
calls though. This is not cold calls. They need me more than I need them, bro. Or they
Okay.
need us as much as we need them, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they still rude. Like, hey, can I speak to Carol? Oh, please. What?
Well, I think one thing in the Northeast, like everybody thinks they're a genius in the Northeast.
Yeah,
Even if they know a little thing about a subject, they're an expert.
Right.
right.
Bro.
That's a fact.
Yeah, bro. No, yeah. Shout out to my people in the Northeast. I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about businesses. Like, yeah. Yeah, man. So, Fritz, are you a Mets fan?
No. Yankees.
So, Fritz, are you a Red Sox fan?
Ooh. Yankees. Yankees all day.
Oh, you a bandwagon corporate.
Yankees, yep.
You're a business fan?
I probably
Yeah,
started as a kid, a Mets fan. I think I started
And
as a
what
Mets
happened?
fan like
You got a little bit of
85,
money and
86.
jumped on the Yankees.
Yeah.
You know, I envision it.
I think probably like the
Mattingly.
Mattingly years, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was
You talking
before
about
Jared Jeter.
Ken Griffey, Lou Piniella, Dave Winfield, Mickey Rivers,
Ricky.
yeah, Ricky Henderson, Rick Cerrone behind the plate.
I mean, I like
Pagliarillo. What was his name?
Mike
Pagliarillo.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was young. I did like the Darryl Strawberry Mets and stuff like that.
Dwight
stuff
Gooden.
like that, but yeah, Dwight Gooden Mets, but like, yeah.
But soon as your business got an IP and he started making money off the stock market, he changed to the Yankees.
Yeah.
I can't sit in wood bleachers. I have to sit off on Corinthian leather. Like
Corinthian.
Yeah, man. It's only Italian leather.
Rugs.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Randall, what's good, man? Yeah, man. Yankees, that's what every time I think about Yankees fans, all I think about is Robin Leach. That's what I think about. The like Yankees fans.
I sound rich and famous.
Yeah,
the voice, but his voice.
Yeah, yep. I was a kid. I could do the voice.
Welcome to the rich.
Yeah, man. Yeah, all I think about is I don't want my guys wearing mustaches and beards like them guys over there. They have to look corporate.
Right.
They have
wear
to
a suit and tie.
Yeah, all that mess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
to get to your seat, you have to step over 3 drunk people at
at Shea Stadium. You got Kevin McReynolds eating 2 personal pizzas in the dugout in the 4th inning.
Yep. I remember being at Shea Stadium. I remember, and this will be a little bit graphic, everybody, but I remember being a kid at a Mets game. I went to the bathroom by myself. I might have been 7 or 8. My pops was like, I was like, this is no lie, hand to the man. So I might have been 7 or 8. So this is like maybe 76, 77. So I can't remember. I remember looking at my pops and I said, "Hey, Jim, I got to use the bathroom." And my pops was like, "Boy, didn't I tell you to stop calling me by my first name? Take your ass to the bathroom." And as a 7-year-old, I went to the bathroom by myself in Shea Stadium, and I was in the bathroom, elbow to elbow with a whole bunch of drunk men peeing in a trough in the bathroom. You remember those big troughs they used to have?
It didn't have to smell, man.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. Yes,
not one of those biscuits anywhere in the trough.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, they didn't have ice? They didn't have ice in the trough?
No, the
that's the
urinal the urinal smell goods. Yo,
no, but some of them, like if it's a fancy spot, sometimes they have ice in the trough.
No, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but nah, they had the waterfall. They had the waterfall hose going the length of it.
Right.
The little holes, the holes with the little dots in it, where the water can come out and wash the stuff all the way down to the end.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
so. If you were at the end, and I'll never forget it because I'm a little younger than you, so they took them out. And I remember going to the bathroom, and all of a sudden, this flow coming all the way to the end, and I'm at the end where they are flowing. And I had to move my feet back, climb up the wall a little bit.
And the thing I'll never forget is walking in that bathroom and my feet sticking to the floor.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like 7. I was like, and then I went back. I was like, and my father was like, my father was into the game. He liked to keep the scorebook, right? So I was like, "Hey, Jim, I'm back." He's like,
awesome.
He's like, "Shut up the game." What kind of parent are you, bro? You just sent your kid to the back
with the drunk men in the trough, and you just keeping score.
Right. Shout out to Shea Stadium.
Yo, Shea Stadium used to sway back and forth when we were rocking in the 80s.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm gonna say something really quick. My father, that was back in the true what do you call that? When everybody come at you with the tickets outside the gate. Yeah. And my father copped 2 tickets from this guy, get the best deal ever, and it was 5th row up. And my father's a nice dude, but he said, "This seems like BS."
Right.
And he goes, "I'm telling you right now, I need to get out of here. I've been chased out of here a couple of times. The police, blah, blah, blah."
Right.
All right, take it for this much. And lo and behold, we went in and we were sitting 5 rows behind the opposite, on the left field side behind the opposite dugout.
Right.
I remember Wally Backman hitting a scorcher that I ducked.
Oh wow.
And I had, I'm begging, "Come on, give me the platter with the chicken fingers and the nachos and all that," right?
Yeah.
And like a little brat. And I held to that thing tight. But the man behind me caught 115 mile an hour right in the chest. Bang! And he was like 75 years old. I felt so bad. Man, the whole rest of the day, I kept talking about it. But I was lucky I ducked, I'll tell you that much. I love Shea Stadium, man. Citi Field's beautiful.
Right.
But Shea Stadium was different.
Bro, yo, I went to games at Veteran Stadium because my uncle was best friends with the San Diego Padres left fielder. His name was Gene Richards, right?
Okay.
And my uncles was best friends with him. I mean, they grew up in high school together. They was best friends. They used to call each other all the time. He'd be somewhere, like he'll be in St. Louis, Missouri, or somewhere. He'd be calling my uncle. They'd be on the phone for like an hour. Back with long distance. But yeah,
long distance. Yeah.
So Gene, every time they'd be in Philly, they would give us tickets, man, and you know, go whatever. And so we go to Veterans Stadium, and bro, if you ever been in a dump, if you've ever been in a dump stadium, imagine a place 3 times worse, except wet, damp, and breezy. Like under the breezeway, you know, like under like in the breezeway areas, no matter how much the sun was out, it'd be like a breeze. Your clothes, the whole time you're there, your clothes is like, I'm like, it's 98 degrees, but your shirt is like, yeah. That place is a dump, but
I was at Veterans Stadium when Mike Schmidt was on the team.
Yep, that was the time.
Yep. One time only, and I begged my father to bring me back. Our bucket list was to go to every single stadium together, and I'm still trying to pull that off, God willing. But
yeah, there are some on the East Coast that I missed. The one new stadium in Miami, I hadn't been there yet.
Yeah, I haven't been there. My boy tells me that it, you know, as tacky as it may look, like that dolphin looking whatever thing that's in the outfield.
Yeah.
It's comfortable, but he says it is always empty. I think I even told you this the other day. Like the only times it gets real packed is if the Mets, the Yankees, or bring your pet night. It happens. So yeah, I'm not that one, and got to catch a couple of them soon. Can't do the Oakland one no more.
Nah, some of them, bro. But man, I'm gonna get out of here before I doze off on this thing, man. I've been working on stuff all day. Jay, thank you for coming through, bro.
Always, man.
Fritz, thank you for coming through, putting a rock in our shoe. I'll trade you.
Mixing things up.
Yeah. January 15th is next Thursday, bro.
What was that?
January 15th is next Thursday. Some guys might be available.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, all right, y'all. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. We're gonna get out of here. Peace.
I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge.